So we got Ben versus ON1. Ben has been playing mostly NL. He did have that 1 week on Usopp, I think. And ON1, what have we seen him playing? Week 1 he played Lucci. Then I think he played Green Purple Luffy and maybe Purple Luffy as well last week. But now we're seeing Kobe. So Ben won dice roll, chose first, pretty standard for Buggy. I haven't played this matchup too much. I don't think anybody has, but it seems like it would be quite Kobe favored maybe, because Buggy wants to build his board and keep his characters active and just get that board of 5 costs, but Kobe's just going to constantly attack into his characters. So, looks like no searcher on turn 1 for Buggy. Oh, no, never mind. We have stage. But we're not using it. That's interesting. I think the stage is rest it and bottom deck 2 cards to cycle 2, just draw 2. And then brand new picks up, was it another searcher? Pilaf? Okay, we pretty much got our curve. Now we'll use stage, surely. Yep, we don't see what he bottom decks. Maybe some of those 4-cost units like Alvida. Although she'd still be good, I guess, next turn. Cheating out of one of your big boys. Okay, we see Sengoku trashing Hina and Kobe. That's not good for Ben, seeing Kobe in the trash. If he's got the Helmeppo, then he's got the crazy next turn. Oh, hang on. Renee wants something. Such a needy. Oh, you're here. Hello? Can I hear you?
Hi,
Hello.
hello.
Okay, Renee has joined me. Thank God.
Getting flamed even though I'm just trying to help. Crazy.
Okay. Are we good, chat?
Yeah. Kobe Buggy.
Yeah, and I think Kobe is about to drop a Helmeppo on him next turn. He's already put his 8 cost in the trash. I was just saying I haven't played this matchup much, but it seems like it would not be good for Buggy.
Yeah, I played that matchup on stream yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Kobe Buggy.
On what?
And it felt like
Were
on
you
Kobe.
on Kobe?
Yeah, it felt like unwinnable for them.
Yeah, because you just attack into the characters all day, right? And they're never going to get the full board that they want for the 10 cost.
Yeah, and then your opponent's just not gonna have cards. They discard cards of their own effects, then they're discarding cards of like your rush characters. And Ben also plays the stage, so you also like reduce this hand
Yeah,
by
he's
one by
-1
playing
already.
stage.
He
Yeah,
did have Pilaf on 3 down, so.
that's big.
But here's the combo. So he's going to have 2 attacks here, right? Into active characters, 1 from Kobe, 1 from Borsalino.
Yeah, you can probably he's gonna choose himself to swing at something, and then then he bottoms stuff.
What is Kobe naturally? Like a.
He's a 8 cost 9k, yeah. And then
So
Yeah, he
does he go
can
10
give it to
in?
himself or give it to his leader. Or the Helmeppo.
Okay.
I think he gave it to Helmeppo. The plus 1k.
So maybe 9 and then 8 into the Mihawk.
Yeah, he's probably going 9 into Mihawk, and then if Mihawk dies, he can go 8 into the buggy. That's why he gave the plus 1 to Helmeppo.
So a
Because he doesn't need a run
1k,
leader.
1k, 2k. I feel like this buggy is probably not the one you want though.
Yeah, it's not that useful here. 4-cost Kuzan exists, but it's not on the board, so that doesn't matter. And yeah, then Hibari and Helmeppo and Kobe, they're obviously all more than 4-cost.
Let me see. I think he is playing Kuzan, but I'm not sure how many. He's playing 2 Kuzan.
Okay, yeah. Kuzan's pretty strong down play. I mean, you need to mill a lot because of your effects, and then the Kobe having to put stuff at the bottom and your removal effect. The protection one. But you can see Ben already has only 3 cards in hand.
Yep.
Basically bottom decking his entire hand and then getting to draw new cards. But yeah, from here it's basically all over. You cannot swing your board. Your opponent has a way to swing into your active board if you don't do it. With other marquee and stuff.
Yeah. At least I'll get rid of the Borsellino.
Yeah, he
But
has to.
it's not looking. He gave what, like 3 cards last turn, I think.
Okay. Place a searcher. Yeah, I feel like on the Kobe swing, you just let the Mihawk die, I think.
6 done here. If he had another Mihawk, that would be good.
Yeah, for sure. That's
Just
probably
play it out.
best
Try
play.
and maintain what little cards you have in your hand. Wait, is he on? 5 done now, though? Oh, wow, okay.
It seems like he doesn't have a playable character.
That's crazy. Well, he picked like.
Yeah.
I think he got an Alvida, though, didn't he, from the Switch?
Yeah, but maybe he decided this is better. But now the Mihawk for sure dies, unless you want to give your entire hand again. Maybe he has Kobe again, or Helmeppo and Kobe. But just playing Kobe for 8 on now, probably better than playing Helmeppo.
This deck seems
Getting to
so consistent as well. Like
Kobe? Yeah,
yeah,
Kobe's insane.
he's playing 4 Peacock, 4 Sengoku, 4 Brennu, and 3 Search Event.
Yeah.
So 15 searches.
And you don't even need to find your Kobe by like taking it. You can just mill it.
Yeah.
With stuff like Kuzan as well.
So it kind of seems a bit like Usopp, but go second instead of go first. In that you
Yeah.
have a lot of searches, you find your big combo piece, and then you drop it on 7, or in this case, 6 done. Oh, there's another Hobie. Aramaki, that seems like a card you'd want to keep, though.
Maybe he has multiple of them.
Yeah.
And right now it doesn't really matter because there's no board. Okay. Trashes Hibari. Draws one.
And we just saw him put the Kobe in trash, so
I think Kobe here is for this wrong, to be honest. I think Hibari is better because Kobe is gonna get bottom decked anyways, and then you only want your character that you play to be able to kill the Mihawk. And then Hibari minuses the Mihawk by 2 and then swings 7 at it.
I think he
So
made
it's
a
the same.
I think he made a slight misplay though, because he trashed the Kobe with the Sengoku, so he already had that right in hand. So he could have done Helmeppo with Helmeppo's effect, trash Kobe, then play Sengoku afterwards over Kobe, so it goes to trash instead of bottom deck.
Yeah, that would also be okay. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, but in this spot, I would have played Hibari instead of Kobe. Because then you don't lose your Kobe.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like the only positive I can say on Ben's side is, well, this is going to be 2 Kobe's gone to the bottom deck now. And you're still at 5 life, so
Yeah.
maybe you can just outlast him.
Yeah, or just playing the Kobe raw for 8 Don. That would have also been great.
Mm. Yeah, he had it in his
Because
hand.
yeah, he had it in hand, so just playing it, I think, would have been better. Because now he loses the second Kobe. And has less board.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any more in trash now. So unless he's got them in his hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, this buggy promo has just done nothing really.
Nothing. Yeah, it's not like it's not a dead card like in most matchups because it's still like a cross guild buddy that you establish for a 10 drop. But the effect is a bit less relevant into most decks now. That they're not like basically just Belobetti, but that's almost it. Lots of like big bodies and 5Ks around, like 5 costs.
6k or 7? 6.
6, yeah, I think it's 6.
Oh, just playing it raw. Okay, that's good.
Purchase stage. Da wieder.
It's probably the best he could play off of that here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the best card to play off of it. Maybe if you could make an argument for 4 cost buggy to be like
Into
better
like
in
New York.
general.
If you have a massive
But
hand, yeah, but in this
yeah,
spot.
but now, yeah, yeah, you would have had no cards in hand if you done that. If you had done that.
So, I mean, he's got 3 things done. And we know 2 Kobe's have gone away for a while.
Yeah, that's why I would have preferred to play Hibari last turn because the Miog would still be dead.
Yeah.
But now you had Kobe in trash. But it also means he needs like the third Meppo from somewhere.
He's got 2 of these peacocks down now, so that's just a free 2k whenever he wants it added onto one of his attacks. I do rate the buggy sleeves though, with the buggy deck.
Yeah.
Ben was at Dublin this weekend, and he was watching the buggy and Top Cut. Apparently, the buggy player, the one buggy player in top 16, was wearing like a red clown nose.
That's nice. He was prepared. Did Ben play Buggy in Dublin?
He played Enel, which is like kind of is the deck he's known for. I didn't go too well for him, unfortunately. He said he really struggled against. He saw no blue purple Luffy, which he prepped a lot for, and he saw a lot of the green purple Luffy, which was the most popular deck as well in Top Cut. And yeah, he said he just got wrecked by the 6 cost secret Luffy, which makes sense. I can see that being a pain for Enel.
But blue purple seems also very bad, no?
Maybe
In my head,
I don't know his list, but yeah, I'm not sure.
maybe he has the secret source, yeah, but in my head, like he plays, you have no Raigo, but even with Raigo, he plays 2 big bodies a turn, has Pudding and Red Rock in his deck. Seems pretty bad. And just in my head, it seems bad. But maybe it's fine.
Oh, so was that just a raw Hibari though? I got a bit
Yeah.
distracted.
Yeah. Play the Searcher and Hibari.
And there's the Aramaki.
Yeah, it's Aramaki to give Hibari the ability to attack active. Yeah.
Does Aramaki give it to any Navy character?
Yeah, it's any Navy character.
That seems like a really good 2K. I could maybe see myself playing that in like a more traditional Navy deck.
Yeah, it's less useful because like in a different deck, your characters don't have rush, but it's like Yats, even
Yeah.
without rush. Just a big body swing into a different big body.
Like I
Like
could,
imagine in ST14, for example, the new Garb. And
yeah.
then the turn after you play Garb, you have like a 10k swing into something that's on the board. Like if you touch it on.
Like I could maybe see myself trying it over T-Bone. I guess the only downside is it's not like retrievable.
Yeah.
So Croc Mihawk is gone. That's crazy. He's just minusing and swinging into his active board. What are you supposed to do?
Oh, it was 7 on 5, yeah. And he has like 3 cards in hand, so there's no point guarding that. And Kobe could have attacked active characters this turn as well because of Hibari's ability. So now your opponent is forced to swing into life. Or don't swing at all. Interesting. Rest in peace, Doyle.
I bought an alt art for my binder just because I'm a degenerate.
The Kobe Altards are cheap. And they look cool. Maybe the Searcher is not cheap. But the rest should be. But even the base art on Searcher and Hibari look very nice.
Hmm.
Do you think Bandai thought this deck would be crazy? Because they gave it like a secret rare and then 3 SARs?
I was talking to ON1 about it a little bit. He said he thinks it's just missing like 1 or 2 cards, like it needs a couple more sword cards. But he thinks other than like blue-purple, it has like a pretty decent matchup spread.
Yeah, it seemed like that when I played it too. Blue purple, I don't know what I should do to not lose to that deck, but there's some strong cards in that deck, and then if there's new sword support at some point, could be strong. Because the abilities are really strong. Maybe some more good when attacking effects. Sometimes the sequencing with this deck is a little bit weird.
Mm.
Especially if you have like 4-cost Kuzan on the board. You have to swing Kuzan into life. Let's say there's no like rested character. So you have swing Kuzan into life to give one of your characters the ability to swing into active characters.
But then you're just giving them another card.
But then your opponent takes the
Yeah.
life and then you swing into the character, which makes it a bit awkward. So maybe if some of those effects were like activate main, but then the whole like rush purpose like is a little bit useless. I mean, they still have rush, but
I know
looks
Brem,
cooler
our
instead of attacking.
sponsor, he is a big advocate for Borsalino over Kuzan. And I guess in that way that you just said, it would make sense because you don't give him the extra card.
Yeah, but why not just play both?
Yeah. I think that's what most people are doing now, right? You tend to play both.
The Kuzan on play is just really good because you need cards and trash, and then on 4 Don milling 3, and then maybe you mill 3 with brand new. Because like if you need to find Kobe either in hand or in trash, and then on 6 Don you wanna bottom deck like cards as well for the Kobe ability. So you need a lot of trash by that point. He plays 4-cost Hino, the one that gives arrested on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's that for.
He's saying he likes that in the blue-purple matchup because it makes your leader 6k every turn, basically.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, it does feel like, like, is there really nothing better to play on 4 Don? But then you look at all the cards and there's not a whole lot.
Yeah, the Restodon doesn't really do anything for the deck besides being a Restodon on your leader. But there's no like Don attached effects
Mm.
as far as I can tell. Yeah. Maybe
But
in the future.
I suppose it does give you just like nice swings though, because also you don't have like the biggest characters, right? I feel like that's one of the problems with the blue-purple matchup, is your biggest thing apart from Kobe is what, 7k?
Yeah.
And you've got to swing into like 9ks and 10ks. But I guess with the Peacock and Hina, you get a little bit of extra on your swings, which
Yeah, and Doll. Doll is crazy in that matchup
was it
because it's -6.
minus six? That's
-6.
mad.
Even more than Gamma Knife. And it's a blocker. But it's expensive. Like you play on, you need to trash a card.
Yeah.
And this deck doesn't really draw any cards. And because like your board rests itself on the turn that it's played usually, you end up starving yourself a bit. Because your opponent just swings at your board instead.
Mm.
But then because you're 4 life leader, if you take like the first like 2 or 3 hits, then your opponent suddenly starts swinging 9s at your leader. You also have to guard those. So it's a bit risky.
Yeah, like in this scenario, like what if Buggy just goes like really aggressive now on his turn and puts you to 0?
Yeah, that's what I meant. And then you're still like far away from finishing the game because your board is like not that threatening. You have nothing basically. This Kabaji is nice because it can't die by battle.
Yep.
I think if you have a buggy on board, and there's a buggy.
Yeah, I think it's Buggy or Moji.
That's crazy. Ripper. How does he have all of the SRs and stuff? But
Yeah,
then
like
there's
the
one single
secret
one.
rare Kobe playset, but
Yeah.
the Ripper proxy. I was very confused. What does that event do, by the way? I think it's
That
Excalibur.
event is broken. It's broken. Gives -2k to 2 characters, and then +1k to a navy character.
Oh, it's like activate main as well, isn't it? Right?
It's an event.
Yeah, but isn't it like a activate main event, not a counter event?
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, so that makes the swings. And what is it, like 2 done?
Yeah, it's 2 done. So you're basically printing 5 done in value, like 3 done. Play it for 2, and get 3 done extra value.
Seems
It's just
alright.
-1 in hand, but that's fine. Especially if your opponent has like multiple 7Ks, like the green-purple matchup or something.
Yeah, I guess.
Yep.
Like, in
And
more
it's
mid-range decks, I guess it's better than Doll. And I guess Doll is better against, like,
yeah.
the
If you're trying to
blue-purples.
reduce like a 10k buddy to 8, that's like not that meaningful. Maybe if the card would be more flexible instead of like giving 2 things like fixed 2 things -2. Maybe if you could make it 2/2, but also like -4 on one thing. But I guess another card would be too strong.
Sounds pretty broken, yeah.
I mean, I tried when I first played the deck. I tried like Fire Fist, the Revo version, that one that is -4 for 2 non. But that sometimes feels overkill. And then deck space, and it's not searchable.
I think we just swung 12 into the buggy.
Yeah, it's 12.
Which I guess it has to do, because you can't kill the Kabashi.
Now you could kill the Kabaji, but nothing can swing into the Kabaji.
There's the Ripper.
Which is kind of crazy. Proxying the Ripper. Maybe just forgot to pick those up. Oh, the production. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're leveling up.
Should have aligned it better, like slightly.
Nah, fuck that. This is all you're getting. Yeah, this doesn't look great for Buggy, though.
Yeah. I think it could have been like much better if, for example, we played the Kobe on 8 don. Then there would be a 9k buddy on the board that like the entire time now.
I see what you're saying, yeah. Because every one of his Kobe's has been from Helmeppo, right?
Yeah. And then if on 8 don you just play the Kobe and it would be on the board right now. And every turn when attacking, so your leader is basically like 6k for the rest of the game if you want to. And
Yeah.
you also give the ability. No, the active swing is on play. But yeah, you could basically be a 6k leader for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so that's like basically 3 Don's value, right? Or 3k value every turn. Between the extra 2k from the body and the effects.
Yeah.
And that really adds up. And then you have people saying, oh, I lost by 1k at the end of the game. When there's like
Yeah, then like
12k
ev-
right there. Like,
yeah.
just.
Yeah, and if you have stuff like Aramaki or the Borsalino or something on the board, then suddenly like everything Ben plays is just gonna get swung like 9k, 10k at for free basically.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
but still looking rough.
What do you even do here?
Yeah, going tall doesn't really do anything because of the Ripper. So you can't put him to 0.
We haven't even mentioned Kobe's other effect, but nothing can be removed other than the Kobe. Everything 7k and under is pretty much protected, right?
Yeah, but in this case it doesn't really matter because
Oh,
your
we're not.
opponent is never gonna get to that buggy spot.
Yeah, well, I was just looking at his list, but he's not playing Sables like a lot of lists are now. I actually really like that because if you like kind of high rolling, ideally you'll be playing your like 10 cost on 9 Don, right? So
Yep.
you have 4 left over, and if you play like remove 2 bodies and develop a 12k body, like
Yeah, I personally think Sable is really bad. Please don't
really.
run it. Please don't.
Also, just like the
I
trigger,
I
like
couldn't think of a 7 cost that you want to remove. Please don't.
I mean,
I'm just doing propaganda.
oh, true. Because I mean, before bouncing like the old HG felt kind of shit, but bouncing the new HG, that might
Yeah,
be cool.
just bouncing my characters in general because my rages can't attack, so at least let me have my GGs. But yeah, no, Sables is a great card. But please stay, don't run it.
Seems like people are still figuring out what to run. Like, do they play that? Do they play Pilaf? Do they play the stage?
Yeah, Mellow has been pretty popular as well.
I can see that because I feel like a lot of the time you have extra Don and you end up just saying fuck it and making your swings bigger. But
Yeah, you have no cards in hand.
hmm.
And sometimes it will allow you to swing with board where you otherwise wouldn't. Because you don't want to like leave your board rested.
Yeah.
Maybe he plays the Kobe here. No. I guess he still could. Yeah, that's Meppo number 4. But yeah, with like infinite searches in the deck, it kinda makes sense. Yeah, that's at least 10, maybe makes it 11. Could give it to himself to make it 11. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just doing some behind the scenes.
Okay, and then plays. Now he does what you said earlier. Trashing the Kobe so it doesn't get bottom decked. Yeah, that's a concede angle. That's a concede angle. I like Kobe. When Amsterdam is finished, I'm gonna be Kobe main. maybe.
If you get a custom Kobe leader with my face, I'm never talking to you again.
Yeah, but see now, let's imagine I haven't thought about that yet, and then now you gave me the idea. Of course, now I'm gonna do it.
No, you won't, because I'll banish you to the Shadow Realm. Moss with my face on is bad enough.
Oh my god, I need like 50 sleeves for the deck, and then the leader is also you. That would be crazy.
Double blocker. But how many cards has he got? If he's got 2 cards, is it not math? I guess not, because he can draw off Moji as well, right?
Yeah,
7 gets blocked, draws 1. Yeah, this is math, isn't it?
yeah. He has like 4 cards in hand, so you just
I think
attach all
3,
done.
so yeah, it's...
Oh, there's Miog. I'm just so attach all done to Miog. Fastest way to lose the game. Yeah, that was game 1.
So if you're Ben here, do you still take first?
I mean, the problem is you're probably never getting to your 10 drop. So maybe delaying your opponent is better.
So I'm... Because it seems so rough, I'm just thinking, what could you possibly do? And one of the answers I'm thinking is, well, if you go second, yeah, you can delay the Helmeppo, and you'll at least have 1 extra card to defend your board. Maybe it's crazy, because I know Buggy is like the new limb, like the go first deck.
Yeah.
But I just wonder.
I mean, maybe you could just not play anything. Maybe that's the strat. Like swing 9, swing to like 11, and then at which point could you get to your leader ability with Buggy? I mean, if on 6 down you play... No, the buddy you play on 4 down survives. So then on your 6 down turn, you play 2 buddies. So you have 3 buddies. Then on your opponent's 7 down turn, one of them dies. So you have 2 buddies left. Then you play 2 new buddies, one of them dies. Then you do ability plus buggy. So maybe if you go second, you get there. So I guess, yeah, I would go second.
Well, we're wrong apparently, because he's gone first again.
Yeah, but yeah, I think if you go second and delay the Kobe by 1 turn, you get to your 10 drop. At least if like you put 2 buddies every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then he's not gonna have any cards in hand.
It's been very choppy. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Wait, so how are you getting 10 cost? Explain this to me one more time. By going second, how do you get a 10 cost turn?
Yeah, if you play your 4 drop will survive on your opponent's 5 down turn. Or at least that's what I assume it will. So then your opponent, then you on your 6 down play 2 buddies. So you have 3 buddies on the board. Then if he on his 7 down turn plays the Himepu Kobe, only one of them dies. So you have 2 buddies left. And then if you play 2 buddies again and one of them dies, you have 3 buddies. And next turn you start the turn with 3 buddies. And then you play 2 more. But that means you have to play 2 buddies every turn. So see Crop Mihawk or Buggy Mihawk and stuff. But maybe
Makes
I
sense.
forget something.
It's just, I don't
But I
know.
think,
I feel like if they drop Borsalino or Kuzan, that can kind of mess things up, right?
yeah, you have to invest like a lot of cards. But I think if you go second, the 4 drop you play could survive. and then you have enough.
Just look at this consistency. He's played Sengoku and 2 searches.
Yeah, you have like 16 searches basically, if you really want to. I think he plays 15.
And there's Wolsey. Wow. I feel
Yeah,
like
he
that's
plays
pretty
15.
much like the ideal start.
I
We
think
know he's got
Kuzan's better.
Helmeppo as well. But I don't know if we've seen him grab a Kobe. I missed it.
Pitches style.
Pitches don't cost yet. You're not going to be using that anytime soon.
Okay, just Mihawk.
I mean, I like it, like, because he's not like tossing a card, but oh no,
Yeah,
he
but
did,
now
didn't he?
he's
Sorry, I thought he was on 6 Don because I'm so.
yeah. Yeah, now he's getting cooked because
Yeah,
with
5
like
Don for one
7 and 9
body.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 7-9 into it at least if he has Kobe. But even if he has Hibari and Kobe now are basically the same, except the one cap from Kobe ability. Yeah, now Mihawk is just gone.
This just looks like game over already. Like,
Yeah, now imagine we went second. Let's say we're at this board state. Then, I mean, if I guess the Borsalino is the problem because then the Meppo swings at your 5k. But if there's no Borsalino, then we had a 4-drop and then maybe place the Mihawk off of 7 cost buggy. So we had 3 buddies on board, 1 dies, or maybe even protects it. Then it maybe gets to the 10 cost buggy, but it's still unlikely.
to be fair to Ben, I wouldn't have thought that in the game, like, in the live scenario either. I would have
Yeah.
just been like, I'm buggy, I go first. Like, I played against Buggy, not Buggy, I played against a Kobe in my league game a couple of weeks ago, or maybe my week 2 or week 3 game. And I literally had my phone up right next to me. You can even see it on the video. And I'm just like looking at all the cards.
Yeah. But yeah, now it's really bad. But you can hard play something. And swing 5 into Borsalino. Okay, 6. So maybe just a Mihawk.
Nah, that's rough. Or it could be Searcher and then 2 bodies. I don't even know what's better though, because if you do 1 body, it just dies, and if you go 2 bodies, you have less cards, and
I feel like you have to ignore like your cards and just spam as much bodies as possible and hope your opponent doesn't have 4 Helmepos again. But it's with like 15 searches on deck basically. It's a bit unlikely that that happens.
it's kind of like a simple thing as well, but I like how ON1 is like just not attacking life at all.
Yeah, that was my strategy when I played it on my stream yesterday too, because there's no reason to give him cards.
Yep.
Because you want to hit into the board anyways. But that's the problem with Focus Kuzan. Focus Kuzan, you would have had to hit live and then he takes it. And then yeah. Oh, we have another problem.
But it's only like the the cheap cards, like
Yeah.
the Kobe's and the Peacock is a SR, right?
Yeah, the Searcher, yeah, that's an SR.
Yeah, crazy. I'm having our players DM for the next game send you that list. So if you could set up the imager and the nightbot for the next game, please.
Nah. Rosa sent me a screenshot of a picture. That's crazy. May not send me the picture.
Can he? Are we gonna not get active attacked here? Oh, never mind.
No. Yeah, I need Aramaki for Hibari, and then Hibari gives it to Kobe leader.
I just feel bad for Buggy. Like, this is so
Yeah,
rough.
that matchup is really bad.
But I guess in some ways, this is how like aggro decks might feel playing against Buggy.
Basically, yeah.
So
Just turning the table.
it seems like quite like polarizing matchups, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like Buggy has a lot of those. Like either you just auto win,
Yep.
or you have a really really rough time.
So kind of on that, it's a bit of a tangent, but I remember reading an article from Kai a long time ago, and I can't remember what deck it was. I think it was Perona. So this would have been OP6. But he was saying he likes Perona playing the regional or CS because of polarizing matchups. So he knows like I think they're only like 8 or 9 rounds, right, in Japan. But he knows like basically like 4 or 5 of his games are free wins, and it's not too much like mental pressure on him. And then he can just like lock in on the other games, like the tough matchups. Which is interesting. I feel like most people would say they'd rather have just like a very even matchup spread and a chance in every game.
Yeah, I think so too, because then skill matters a lot more, but it makes sense. It's just the question of how bad are those losing matchups. Because like, let's say I know 50, like let's say I play Rager, but I know 50% of my matches are gonna be Teach, then yeah, I'm not then the other 50% of free wins doesn't really matter.
I'm not going to mention the B word. But
That's the B word.
well, we might be talking about it in our next game. I haven't seen Flo's list.
Oh.
Yeah, that B word.
Yeah, fake deck.
Okay, we got 3 things. And we got 4 cards. Could be worse. And still 5 life. Ooh. I think this is our first like raw Kobe that you were talking about.
Yeah. Playing him raw, probably one of like the weakest 8 costs that you could play. But it makes sense that they made it like that. Because you
Yeah,
can
if it was
spawn him off.
insane, if it was good value by itself and off Helmepo, maybe it would be too.
Yeah, then Helmapper would be crazy. It's still like a great card and good stats, but like just compared to Moria or something.
I mean, everything compared to Morio. Although, I tell you what, Mihawk in OP12 looks insane. Like,
Yeah, Mihawk
every
is really
green
strong.
deck except Green Purple is playing it. Like, I'm seeing Smoker decks with it. I'm seeing Bonnie decks with it. That deck looks mad. That card, rather. So what is this? This is 12 at probably the Croc Mihawk. So we go 2k, 2k, 1k. Down
Yeah,
to
nice
one card in
Moria.
hand. Do we have another Aramaki?
Even like if nothing on the board dies, we couldn't play Buggy next turn because we're missing cards. Unless he hits him into life now.
What if we played like Alvida? Does that make it possible? No, right? Yeah, it does.
Alvida would, yeah. Alvida would, yeah. Because you
Draw
remain 2
one,
cards in hand.
and then,
Yeah,
yeah.
you remain at 2. So Alvida into 10 drop would be, but then you have no cards, so your 10 drop basically also just dies. Because you just swing 12 at it, even if it's active. Probably have a way to make that possible.
And looks like 5 cards in hand for Kobe. Kind of crazy to me that we're still at 5 life.
I mean, the board looks better than it's ever had.
Imagine if, Bogey had a card that you could like take your life.
Be good, yeah. It would be very good right now.
I feel like it would kind of fit as well, like thematically.
Starving Buggy usually like it sort of works, but also kind of doesn't because your opponent's just gonna stop attacking and then drop 10 drop 10 drop 10 drop at you at 5 life.
Yep,
But here it's really good because you can attack the active characters.
for sure, for sure.
Because I thought at some point like why doesn't just every deck starve Buggy? But the answer is just your opponent just stops swinging at you. And then maybe even play Pilaf. Yeah, I mean now we don't get too Buggy. I mean even like Buggy doesn't really do much here. Except for being a 12k buddy. Because of Kobe leader ability. If you go stick it.
I'm almost thinking like it probably isn't the case because he is only playing 2 Kuzen, so we might just not have seen it anyway. But part of me is like, are we like hurting ourselves by playing this promo Buggy Dun? Because we're kind of discouraging him from playing Kuzen and potentially attacking life, right? To get the active effect.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't play the promo buggy, and let's say you just play a Mihawk or something, then you don't get to your like 10 drop because you don't have the buddies on board. But at the same time, I don't think we would get there anyways. So yeah, maybe we are hurting ourselves by doing that. But it's a brick in hand. So are we really? I guess only for the cycle it matters. But let's say you had that promo buggy in hand now. It wouldn't really like
Yeah.
doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, now the entire board is gone. Ben swings.
We're just saying how good it was looking. Well, not how it was. It was looking the best it had. Still not necessarily great.
Yeah. It's still not great, but yeah.
All right, 2 cards though.
Oh, we have a real ripper.
Damn, what a baller!
He's rich.
I wonder if it's pre-release stamped.
Probably, yeah.
DJ, you need to get on that and give him some rippers next time you see him. Eight. Ew, that's an awkward number. It's gotta be life, right? Yeah. So there's no way you go 8 at like Hellripper.
Yeah, you have to close out the game somehow, but there is a ripper, so if anything, he could have blocked it if he really wanted to.
Damn, you can't even remove Ripper.
No, you can't, yeah.
I guess you can like rest it and stuff, but yeah, that's kind of sick.
I mean, you don't have anything to remove it anyways.
No, just like
Except like 10
other
drop.
matchups,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's really strong. Like Doll as well. If you put a blocker, it's probably going to block. Against other removal deck, like other removal is, well, Kobe is not really a removal deck, but like against black decks, Kobe is really strong.
I feel like removal as a whole just isn't that hot right now, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Foxy best deck in format.
Crazy.
Nah, it's completely useless.
Imagine playing a purple deck that doesn't get Gum Gum Giant. Like,
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I want Foxy support, Bandai. EB3, give me Foxy support.
3 Helmeppers on the board. And he trashes the Kobe. Oh my days.
Yeah, he's chilling.
If I'm Ben, I'm just. Honestly, I might just like pack it up. Like,
Yeah. 15 searches to draw as many Helmeppos as Moss draws Kobe's. Not Kobe's, Hodies. And yeah, Buggy slowly bleeding to death.
I do think this is a terrible matchup, though. So if you're watching this and you were like excited for Buggy, I wouldn't be like. I don't think this is a true representation of what Buggy can do.
Yeah, for sure. But imagine on like a regional, you play Buggy round 1, you just randomly run to like the one Kobe playoff event. You'd be pissed.
Although I'd say Ben, like if that happened to Ben, he would have a lot better shot now than before playing these games. Like
Yeah, for sure. Now
maybe you can
you
practice the
can,
matchup a bit, try out going second theory, and
yeah, probably second better, but still matchup is really tough. Mellow would be really good in this matchup as well if you played Mellow. Just leaving Don instead of like swinging 8, but getting to protect your board for free and drawing cards.
the only thing it's not searchable, is it? I really like how Sables is searchable with the 1-drop searcher.
Yeah, it doesn't. I feel like in this deck, it doesn't really matter. Like just playing like Croc into like the Croc Mirror card into Alvida draws you like 5 cards.
True, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nice that Sable is searchable, but I mean, maybe you could even run both. Not sure.
Cheeky banana. Six at life, 2k. Sorry, 1k, because the lead is 6k. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, yeah, very rough.
I mean, yeah, then there's 2 blocker on board, Doll and Ripper.
So you just play ground plate. Oh wait.
At least Doll can't swing. Some hope. I mean, he could stack up on blockers now, but that doesn't really get him closer to winning the next turn. We could have hoped that our opponent has 3 bricks in hand.
Well,
And
I mean,
strong with Buggy, Croc, Alvida, and the Mr. 1. Mr. 3, not Mr. 1. Okay, leaders. Oh, he could 10-drop buggy this for the first time. Oh no, he has 4 on. Does he? Yeah, he's 4
Yeah,
on.
he
Never mind.
attached one, yeah. If there was just a way to get it down and not bottom deck itself at some point, I feel like that would be a body that would be hard for Kobe to take by swinging into.
Yeah, I mean Doll, and then
Oh, yeah, true. Okay.
that's the problem. Only one big body probably is like fine for Kobe, but like blue purple plays 2. And also like if you play Mepo into Kobe, like for example, into blue purple, and then your Kobe goes away, and then your opponent plays 9 Mom and your Mepo also goes away, then that's really rough. That's basically your entire turn.
I also just blue purple just isn't playing a whole lot early
Oh
game
no,
for you to swing into.
Mepo doesn't go away.
No, because
The
it's
Kobe ability.
7k.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because of the yeah. So no, but still rough probably.
But it's not original cost, right, Kobe? So say if you gave your Helmepper plus 1k from Kobe.
I think it's original.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it would be really bad.
Yeah. So we did get one blocker.
Let me check.
Wait, is it 1 or 2? I can't tell if that's the promo one. Yeah, it is because it's 4 cost. Okay, we have 2
Yeah, it's
blockers.
original. It's original power.
2 blockers, 1 in hand. I'm not the math man, but I feel like this could be math. Maybe not. He has 2 blocks and he draws 1 from the emoji.
Yeah, because it's not math because of the draw, I think. Yeah, but it's still unlikely. I mean, maybe it is math because of Doyle. But I'm too lazy to count it out now.
Did he just drop a 4th Helmepper?
Yeah, at both games.
It's not
But,
even that surprising though. When
yeah. You would expect it after like 15 searches.
Oh, you're just gonna get rid of the blocker this way. And now we can go. Yeah, this is math, right? 7.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Oh, it is, yeah, because
Yeah.
of 3 swings. Yeah, it is.
Damn, that was rough. Okay, I think our next 2 players are ready and have been ready for about 10 minutes, so we're gonna take a really short, and I mean really short intermission, like 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then we'll be right back with our next game.